We have some recognition that's going to take place right after this, and so you may be recognized, so definitely do not leave. We're so excited to recognize you guys, and we have a pinning ceremony that's going to go on. So right now, I want to actually bring to the floor a young lady who when I was first introduced to the company. She actually spoke on a three-way call with me, and she just spent so much time just really pouring into me about this company and her passion and her story, and I was so excited of the caliber of people that we're really connected to that's so unselfish. You know, you reach a certain level, some people feel like they ain't got to do all that no more. And she's still working, and she's still doing it, and she's still making it happen. She is an incredibly beautiful wife, a phenomenal mom, an exceptional leader who is just making it happen all around the world. She is a beautiful Barbie doll, guys. And so I am so excited to bring to the front of the room none other than the beautiful, amazing, stand to your feet, guys, none other than Miss Tammy Morrison!
So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate and party with you.
Alright, guys out there in the hallway, get on in here because you're going to want to hear this. My name is Tammy Morrison. I'm from Hendersonville, Tennessee. I've got 15 minutes. I've never done a presentation in 15 minutes, but we're going to make it work today, right? So how many people know anybody whose parents had money and they never had to do a thing? Anybody know anybody like that on TV? Anywhere like that? You know what those people have? They have PhDs. Papa had a dream. They living off mom and daddy's money. They ain't got a dream themselves. Guys, you have to have a dream in this world. If your dream ain't keeping you up at night, if you ain't on Skype at 3 o'clock in the morning doing three-way calls with people over in Australia, your dream ain't big enough. You need to dream a little bit bigger. I grew up in an extremely poor household. Matt's house he showed you earlier was a mansion to me when I was younger. I grew up in a brown and yellow single-wide trailer with no underpinning. We lived in duplexes with 2 families in each one. It was very, very, very poor. But from the time I was a child, I knew, this is not me. I don't need to be carrying that big blue free lunch ticket card when everybody else gets the little orange ticket. I didn't want to walk in and hand the lunch lady, I get my free lunch today, right? I didn't want to be that way. In my family, success means you got promoted to be the salad girl at Shoney's. It was awful. Nobody had any dreams in my family. I was the first person to ever graduate high school on one side of my family. It was a big deal. And I grew up thinking, something's different. I gotta break this chain. This chain is too much. I gotta break it. Because everybody had always been poor. Nobody had any money. Mama working 3 jobs. Daddy sitting home on the couch, drinking beer. I wasn't gonna live that life. So here's what I did. I went to work, all right? I worked in the restaurant business. I made it way far past Shoney's. But when I got a little bit older, I realized I needed a real job. So I got a job in corporate America. And I loved it. I made great money. I was making 6 figures a year, company car, benefits, rolling, thinking this is it for me. And in 2008, we all know what happened. They bailed out the car dealerships, or the car companies, they bailed out the banks. They were supposed to take care of the people, and guess what they did? They laid us all off. So here my dream of corporate America was shattered in 2009. Luckily for me, I got a friend in this room. She's sitting right there. Miss Cheryl Ann Gober. Alright, now I'm gonna cry. She means the world to me, guys. If she was not in my life, I would not be standing on this stage right now. She introduced Karatbars to me, and we did. She mentioned it earlier. We didn't have a website. We had an Excel spreadsheet. We were passing it back and forth. Everybody was passing it back and forth. People were joining like crazy. We didn't know anything. We were just doing it. in 2011, and guess what, guys? We had the unilevel in place. We didn't have the dual system. We didn't have the things you have. We didn't have all this great training material. We didn't have all of this. And so I had to make a choice to go back to work. Well, there wasn't anything available in my field. I was in the finance business via the car business, and I'm trying to get a job in 2010 in that field. There was nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I went to work for a dealership, making about a third of what I was making before. Now, I don't live an extravagant lifestyle. I know a lot of you probably think I do, but I don't. I live in the same house I've lived in for 14 years. I drive a used car, okay? I'm not buying an island yet. But it could happen. I'm going to buy a used island when I do buy one, because, you know, those new islands, you know, they depreciate the minute you buy them, so get a used island. So, we went through some 2011 and 2012 were probably the roughest years of my life. Now think about this, guys. 2011 and 2012, I was bankrupt, I was broke, I was walking the halls at night trying to figure out how not to lose my home, 4 days away from them coming to get it, and me trying to figure out how am I going to tell my children. I have 3 children. Josh was gone to college, Jordan was still at home, and Taylor was still at home. How am I going to tell them? I don't know where we're going to live. That was 3 years ago. Today, I got to walk through that door, and I got to high-five all you fabulous people, and it felt great. And now I get to stand up here and talk to you, and it's amazing to me how this all came about. And you know how it all came about? Because I got a friend in this room. She called me in June of 2013. I had actually gotten a good job again. I had gotten that $100,000 a year job back. I'm cruising along, everything's good. We're caught up on our mortgage, where everything's finally getting our head above water, but we're still paycheck to paycheck. Doesn't matter how much you make in corporate America, because they take half of it before they even get it to you, right? I'm paying for college, I'm paying for all of this stuff, and she said, you gotta come back. And I said, I can't. She said, why not? And I said, because my husband will kill me. And she said, what do you mean? And I said, well, I promised him, I signed a contract with my husband that I would never do anything but work a job. You know what she said to me? 3 most important words I've ever heard in my life. Nothing else matters. And then the next 3 most important words, get a package. So I had made a bonus at work. It was about, what, $1,500? I wrote it down in my paycheck as $700. Bought myself a gold package. Had it delivered to her house, because if I had it delivered to my house, the sheriff would show up with divorce papers 2 days later. So I went over to her house, I picked it up, hid it in my car. I had made enough money to upgrade to the VIP. I did. Forgot that FedEx was going to deliver it to my house. So I get home from work one day, and my husband he owned his own landscaping company. It happened to be raining that day. He wasn't working. I got home, and he's sitting there with his arms crossed on the couch, and he says, you have something from FedEx. I said, what is it? Ooh, let's open it up. Well, who's it from? He said, it's from Karatbars. I said, let's open it up. Let's see what it is. So we open it up. Honey, will you take a look at this? I have made VIP with Karatbars, and look what they sent me. So he still got this look on his face, and I'm like, what are you thinking? And he says, I'm thinking that you told me that you would not do anything else besides work a job. I said, I know that, but hold up, let's talk about this. And I start going in with Cheryl, and I want to hear about this. I pulled out my MasterCard, I put my iPhone on speakerphone, I called 877-239-3069 and pushed 1. And it gives you your balance. 2. There's one of them options. Gives you your balance. He said, what is that? I said, well, it's in euros, so you can convert it. You know, I was going to the whole conversion thing. He goes, I know that, but who's it from? And I said, I'm sorry, honey. I cannot speak that word in this house. And he said, Karatbars? And I said, yes. He gives me that look. And I said, what are you thinking? He said, go for it. So I did. I went for it. And I have this woman to thank for my life just totally changing. Just think about it. 3 years ago, I was broke. I was putting groceries on my credit card. My Target credit card with like 20% interest. If you're paying interest on your groceries, you really need to take a serious look at your life. Right? So I put the last, it'll be 2 years in June, everything I have into this business. Everything. She called me in late June of 2013. Get a package. Nothing else matters. I got the package. July, we launched our new marketing plan. I worked like a mad woman. I slept like an hour a night. I napped. For a while, I still nap. But I had those dreams. And those dreams kept me up at night. And those dreams got me on this stage. And that's what I'm so much happy about. Is I'm here, not because of everything I've done, it's because of what you guys are doing, what people are doing all over the world, my teams. I don't take credit for myself. I take credit for myself for showing up and being there when they need me. I take credit for doing everything that I can to help my team be successful because my success depends on their success. So anyway, about 3 months later, we had our freedom celebration in Nashville in October. I'd been talking to a friend of mine about leaving my job, because I was still working my job 50 hours a week. Took a lot of sick days, because I couldn't get Karatbars off my brain. Took a couple vacations in there. Called in, my baby girl's sick. She's sick, she's real sick. I can't come to work today. I could not get Karatbars off the brain. I get up really early in the morning, work, get home from work really late, till in the morning, go to sleep for a little bit, and get up and do it all over again. But guess what? It was worth it. What's the saying, guys? Entrepreneurs are people that are willing to do whatever it takes so they can live a life. Oh, no, let me start over. Entrepreneurs are willing to do what other people won't so they can live their lives like other people can't. So keep that in your mind. When you're up late and you're working and you're tired, doesn't matter. With Karatbars, you get the fever, baby. You can't sleep. Let me tell you about Karatbars fever incurs. Insomnia. Excessive weight loss in the beginning, but that has come back a little bit. I lost 35 pounds in about 3 months. And it also comes with, one of the best features, I think, is an increased amount in your bank account. So keep going with this, because in October we had our freedom celebration. I stood up on that stage and I said, in 2009, corporate America gave me the pink slip. They told me I did not live in the right place to work for their company. Monday morning, corporate America is getting the pink slip. I turned in my resignation Monday morning. I have never regretted it. I want to thank her for changing my life. Miss Shirley Gober is one of the most fantastic, special women in this world. I want to thank my team. I want to thank everybody for believing in me, for knowing that I could do it. I know I had to come back and prove myself. I hope I've done that. I love you. And guys, just dream. Remember when you were a kid, all those dreams you had? Start dreaming again. Because without dreams, it's hard to want to be successful, right? You just want to get up, go to work, come home, make dinner, go to bed, get up, go to work, come home, make dinner, go to bed. Don't live your life like that. We get stuck in that rut. Take care of yourself first. So how many people got some dreams in here now? All right, now let's go out and